They once called him the face of baseball, a towering figure, a gentle giant, a man who could silence a stadium with a single swing. But fame is a fragile thing. And in the heart of New York City, where legends are born and heroes are broken, even Aaron Judge would come to learn that love from the fans can vanish just as quickly as it appeared. This is not just a story about baseball. It's a story about pressure, expectations, and the thin line between admiration and anger. This is the story of Aaron Judge and the fans who made him a god, then demanded he bleed to prove it. He wasn't supposed to be the next Derek Jeter. He wasn't supposed to carry the entire weight of the Yankees' legacy. But from the moment he stepped onto that field in 2016, 6'7", calm eyes, that rare quiet confidence, something felt different. Every home run he hit wasn't just power, it was hope. The crowd would rise before the ball even landed. They screamed his name before it even cleared the wall. Aaron Judge. The chant shook the Bronx. For a moment, he wasn't just a player. He was the savior of a fading empire. And when he broke the rookie home run record, when he smiled that humble smile in front of the cameras, New York decided this man wasn't just a Yankee. He was their Yankee. But the higher you rise, the sharper the fall. By 2020, the cheers had started to mix with murmurs, injuries, missed games, postseason struggles. Each time Judge walked back to the dugout after a strikeout, the camera found him, that calm face hiding a storm. And somewhere in the stands, a few voices turned. From cheers to boos. From "Let's go, Judge," to "You're overrated." In New York, heroes don't get grace periods. You can be a king one night and a disappointment the next. And for a man like Judge, who gave everything to the game, that noise cut deeper than any fastball. Then came the contract. $360 million. A number so massive, it wasn't just a deal, it was a declaration. The Yankees had chosen their captain. The fans had demanded a savior. And now, every game, every swing, every failure came with a price tag. When Judge hit a home run, the world roared. When he struck out, the same fans who once screamed his name whispered, "He's not worth it." Pressure doesn't show up in box scores. It lives in the silence between innings. It lives in the moment when a superstar wonders, "Am I still loved? Or just tolerated?" Then came a moment, small to some, unforgettable to others. A game where the boos rained harder than the rain itself. Judge looked up into the stands. Expression blank. He didn't yell. He didn't react. But inside, something cracked. Later that week, reporters asked him, "How do you feel about fans booing you?" And Judge, in his calm, measured tone said, "They expect greatness. And so do I. No anger. No excuses. Just accountability." But for millions watching, that quote echoed deeper. It wasn't just a response. It was a reminder he's human. And he still listens. Because for Aaron Judge, the fans aren't background noise. They're the heartbeat of the stadium. Even when that heartbeat turns cold. No athlete escapes the cycle of New York fandom. They'll love you for your home runs. They'll hate you for your strikeouts. And sometimes they'll do both in the same inning. But Judge? He understood the code. He didn't lash out. He didn't run. He stood in the storm, quietly, powerfully. Each time he walked back to that plate, he wasn't just swinging for the fences. He was swinging for redemption. Because in New York, redemption is the only currency that matters. The stats, the records, the awards, they'll all fade. But what stays is how he carried himself when it mattered most. Through boos, through injury, through headlines that questioned his leadership, Judge never changed his tone, never broke character. In an era of noise, he remained silent. Strength. Maybe that's why, even when some fans doubted him, they still showed up. They still wore his jersey. Because deep down, they knew this wasn't arrogance. It was endurance. Aaron Judge isn't just fighting for a title. He's fighting for something far rarer, respect that survives the storm. Every generation gets its icon, Mantle, Jeter, Rivera. Now, Judge, he doesn't need to be perfect. He just needs to be relentless. Because someday, when the lights go down and the chants fade away, people won't remember every strikeout or every controversy. They'll remember that he never hid from the noise. That's what makes legends. Not perfection, but persistence. And if there's one thing certain about Aaron Judge, it's that he's not done writing his story yet. In the city that builds legends only to break them, Aaron Judge remains standing tall. He's been cheered. He's been booed. He's been worshipped and questioned. But through it all, he's stayed the same. Because maybe greatness isn't about how loud the world cheers for you, but how calmly you keep walking. When it turns to silence. Aaron Judge, loved, hated, unshaken, the story still being written.